What's up guys, this is Chris here, and today we're going to talk about the 7 best guns of 2024. At least so far. Now 2024 has been a great year for firearms so far, and there's been a lot of really cool ones that I've been personally excited about. And in order to get on this list, they have to be reliable and accurate, and they just have to be something I'm really interested in. Also, we have full videos on all of these, so if you see anything on this list and you want more details, feel free to go in our back catalog and we have full videos. That being said, let's get right into it with number 7, the Glock 17L. Now the Glock 17L was released quite a while ago, 15-20 years ago, and then re-released this year as a Generation 5. Certainly not the most original gun, but one of the coolest and my personal favorite, at least for quite a while, from the Glock lineup. The 17L is the longest 9mm that you can buy, and it has a very long sight radius, a lot of accuracy, and very low recoil by comparison to something like a standard 17, because it has about 1.5 inches more barrel. Unlike the old one, this comes with the ability to mount a red dot with the MOS system. It also doesn't have a cutout window. It is a 17 round capacity polymer frame striker fired pistol. Like a standard 17, you just get a longer barrel. I have this one fitted out with some handle-it grips and then some tag precision sights. I really like these, and I've been taking advantage of the iron sights on the 17L. Since you have the sight radius, you might as well use them. But then again, if you want to mount a dot, that'd be pretty cool too. It's got a slightly better trigger than the standard 17 also, which is really good, but it has the same old Glock features, which is why it's at number 7. The gun comes out at around $700, making it a pretty good deal for a competition or range gun, or maybe a really long boy home defense gun. It's up to you. In at number 6, we have our first carbine. This is the X-Tar EP9 carbine. This is the 16-inch Generation 2. The X-Tar EP9 has been a staple of my channel for the last few years because they give you a lot for your money. These guns used to retail around $300. They're up to $500 now, but they're still worth their weight, I promise you. A blowback operated 9mm PCC capable of taking Glock magazines that is full polymer construction, so you lose out on a little bit overall durability, but you gain a lot in weight decrease. So you get a 3.5 to 4 pound gun, which is crazy lightweight for a full-size AR. 16-inch barrel, threaded 1/2 by 28 for suppressors and whatever else you want to use. It comes with a polymer M-lock rail, which we've had a BCM grip and a light on. So far, it seems to be durable enough for everyday use. We have about 700 rounds through this, and it's been excellent so far. We have some pretty decent furniture on it, although I did put a BCM stock on it. We had this X-Tar sort of B5 Systems grip, and then we have a enlarged trigger guard with a side charging handle, which has a lot of cool features for the money, especially if you consider this comes out at one of the lowest priced PCCs on the market. Now, unlike the old X-Tar EP9, this one can actually accept other braces and stocks and buffer tubes and stuff like that. And it also comes with a QD mount on the back of the tube here. So I think you get a lot of good shit for your money, and we'll have a 1,000 round review of this guy in a few months. The EP9 is a really affordable way to get into home defense. It's a very low recoiling round. It takes the same magazines as your standard Glock pistol, so if you're rocking a Glock already, it takes the same magazine ammo and just saves you money and time. In at number 5, we have another very affordable firearm and another Generation 2. This is the Smith & Wesson SD9 2.0. Now, it could be a little bit higher on the list later in the year, but we've only done the first shots of this so far. A very, very affordable gun. You can see the price right here. And the gun itself is a 4-inch 9mm striker fired pistol. Now, the old ones were very popular and kind of king of the budget gun, and the new one comes out with even better features. The old one had that hinge trigger, which I never really liked, whereas the new one has the M&P 2.0 flat face trigger, which is super awesome. We have front slide serrations, rear serrations. We have 3-dot metal sights, which is better than you're going to get on your $700 Glock, and we have a lot better texture on the front strap and the back strap than the old one did, along with 16 round metal magazines, which are sweet. It has a light rail, it has an enlarged trigger guard, it has a really good cut underneath the trigger guard as well. Now, these aren't optics ready, but they do come with serrations on top to prevent glare. One of the most affordable guns on the market, yet packed with features and made by a company like Smith & Wesson, who backs their products with great customer service. I think this is a really, really good deal, and certainly one of the more popular guns of 2024, because it can be used from everything from concealed carry to home defense, being another striker fired polymer frame pistol under 30 ounces. At number 4, we have the new Canik TTI Combat. This is sort of the affordable John Wick gun. This is another striker-fired polymer frame pistol. However, this one is just absolutely shit-packed with features. This one is sort of like a Canik rival on steroids. We have the light rail, we have the mounting system of the standard Canik rival, we have fiber optic front with a blacked out rear, except this one comes with the new Cerakote from Terran Tactical, the same people who made the John Wick guns. It also has a single port compensator on top, which helps reduce recoil. Comes with a magwell, a fully stippled grip, which helps a lot with recoil again, and then the absolute best striker fired trigger besides maybe the PDP. Wow. I mean, that is just crazy awesome. If you were to tell me that you could get a striker-fired gun with that trigger 10 years ago, I wouldn't believe you, let alone for around the price of $1,000. Now, overall, the Caniks are known for having really fast triggers and being accurate and reliable at affordable prices, and you can get that again here with the king of the Caniks for under $1,000. It's really the only way you're going to get into a John Wick gun for less than a G. Most of them cost $2,000 and up. Not only does it have that cool factor, but it also is reliable, accurate, and extremely fast. In at number 3, the only gun we don't have on the table, because I gave it away. It's the Alien Creator Evolution.
LO.
What?
Limited optics.
Limited optics, see? I don't even remember what it's called. But I know it was fucking cool. Cool. The Alien series has been a revolutionary pistol since 2020. It has a very unique design with a very unique action, the lowest bore axis of any handgun on the market. It has a very awesome 2011 style trigger with a gas system similar to the P7 series. This one, however, changes things up a little bit to make it limited optics legal, but while doing that, they also made it better for me personally. This one has all the cool features the old one does, but now it has a 2011 style grip angle, which makes it more comfortable for my old manness because I love the 1911. And on top of that, the optics mount now reciprocates with the slide. Previously, it had a top rail which didn't reciprocate, which you could change in and change out at will, which was awesome in theory and on paper, but in action kind of sucked because every time I tried to rack the slide, I would smack my hand on the red dot. Whereas this one, now that it reciprocates, it works like a standard pistol. However, it just has all the awesome features you want from the Alien, that low recoil, that unbelievable accuracy and speed. I think this is an absolutely amazing gun, don't get me wrong, which is why we gave one away. Certainly the pinnacle of speed and accuracy, awesome for competition and especially showing up your friends. However, it has an unbelievable price tag as well, $5,000, which is why it didn't make it into the #1 spot. Unbelievably expensive, but unbelievably cool as well, and that's why we gave one away. Now in at number 2, we have the mighty JP5 pistol. Now this is a pistol version of my favorite pistol caliber carbine from last year and the year before. These guns have won world championships already. They are absolutely the best pistol caliber carbine that you can buy on the market, in my personal opinion. They have the MP5 operating system, the roller delayed system, which has the least amount of recoil and is the most reliable operating system I've ever used in a 9mm carbine. It has about the same amount of recoil as a 22, unlike a standard blowback 9mm, which can seem like it has more power than a 308 while you're shooting it. Now, this one comes just absolutely packed with features, completely ambi from the safety to the bolt release to the magazine release, so if you have a left-handed wife like I do, it's easy to swap back and forth. Charging handle, everything's ambi. On top of that, it comes with the M-LOK rail with silicone carbide on it, as well as a 1/2x28 if you want to run that. Picatinny rail on top. It's very light, very fast, very accurate, and oh yeah, it takes Glock mags. So if you have that 17L from earlier, you can stick those mags and ammunition in here and you're off to the races. I love 9mm PCCs because it's the closest thing to replicating a 5.56, and you can shoot it at steel up close for about third the cost. Great trainer gun, great competition gun, and certainly a phenomenal apartment defense gun as well. The blast on these are not nearly as loud as a 5.56, so you don't have to worry about it so much indoors, and if you shoot 147 grain through these with a suppressor, you won't even know what's going on. Awesome gun, incredibly fast, but again, super expensive, which is why it didn't quite take the top spot at over $3,000. Now, there won't be any honorable mentions for this, but you might see a slightly different list later this year when we do the best guns of 2024, when we have all of these guns tested, plus all of the guns that are gonna come out in the next 6 months. That being said, in at number 1, and I think it's probably the best gun for most people, and that is going to be the SIG P365 X5 Legion. man, I love this little gun. If you'd have told me my favorite gun this year would be a SIG, even over the JP5, I would have told you were crazy, but it really is that good. This AXG Legion here is an aluminum frame version of the striker fired P365, giving it a little bit more weight, but more importantly, more texture and more grip. Very similar in the silhouette to the Macro series, where you have a 3-inch barrel, 4-inch slide, included compensator, and then a full 17 round capacity, complete with a magwell, an optics mount, and this awesome gray-green Cerakote that you get on all the X5 Legion pistols. On top of that, you get a superior trigger than the standard SIG 365. Accuracy is much easier, speed is much easier due to the extra grip, the extra texture, and that included compensator. So I would say this is probably the fastest and most accurate P365 you can buy, while still maintaining an unbelievably small size and weight for the capability and the capacity that it is. I can probably shoot this as good or better than a stock Glock 17 for only an inch wide, and on top of that, it's under the weight of a Glock, which is very, very cool. Super light, super fast, super accurate, around the $1,100 to $1,200 price point if I remember right, but it comes with all the features you're ever going to want. On top of that, if you find anything about this pistol you don't like, it also has the fire control unit in it, so you could swap out grips and slides and all kinds of stuff and a la carte your pistol the way you want it. Man, what a cool gun, and so far, I think it's number one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is there a gun that I missed? Is there guns we need to review yet this year? All put them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.